This is just another regular morning for 95-year-old painter Chen Jinzhang. Stepping outside his home, he's greeted by the scenery he cherishes, ready to be translated onto his canvas.
这里好多棵树，哪棵最强，哪棵最好，非常重要。这棵树是最重要的一棵树，只有次要的，只有更次要的，所以后面的很多小树配合它，成为一张小景。
Chen Jinzhang is a prominent figure in the Lingnan School of Painting, which is famous for blending traditional Chinese ink techniques with modern aesthetics. As a professor at the Guangzhou Academy of Fine Arts, Chen excels in meticulous brushwork landscapes. He combines Western techniques of form, light, and shade with traditional Chinese ink and brush skills, infusing his works with a distinct personal style. Critics have hailed his art as taking the Lingnan style of landscape painting to new heights. Chen Jinzhang's innovative approach to his creations continues even in his 90s. In 2021, he traveled to the mangrove forests in Zhanjiang of Guangdong Province and Beihai in the Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region to do plein air painting.
在技法上面是我的创新啊，这样画好像放框一样，用米点的画出来的话，放框是用长点，我就用圆点表达它的树的立体。找雾盖住它下面，薄薄的雾盖住那个红树林，下面那些海鸥在飞。
Chen Jinzhang's expedition to Zhanjiang and Beihai to paint the mangroves took just 3 days. With remarkable vitality, he commenced his plein air painting immediately upon arriving at each site.
有些画了3个小时，有些画了2个小时，因为画起来连吃饭都不记得的。
After returning to Guangzhou, Chen Jinzhang spent over 2 months crafting a meticulous brushwork landscape measuring 1.8 meters in width and 96 centimeters in height. Given his advanced age, this proved a formidable challenge not only for his painting skills, but also for his eyesight, dexterity, and stamina. Chen was born in 1929 in Biheng village in southern China's Guangdong province. His early fascination with classical Chinese literature and painting led him to repeatedly copy illustrations from an ancient book titled Travels of Emperor Qianlong to the South. During his secondary school years, he copied a painting called Three Mice by Gao Qifeng, one of the founders of the Lingnan School during the late Qing dynasty. This won him the first prize at a county-level painting competition. In 1947, Chen Jinzhang was admitted to the Chinese painting class of the Guangzhou Municipal College of Fine Arts. At that time, its principal was Gao Jianfu, another founding figure of the Lingnan School. Gao advocated for an artistic approach that melded Eastern and Western influences while integrating the past and the present. His art was directed towards addressing social realities and the struggles of the common folk. Gao Jianfu's artistic portfolio included works like Flames of the Eastern Battlefield, reflecting the destruction of the Shanghai Oriental Library in 1932 during the Japanese invasion, Survival of the Fittest, depicting the somber nature of predation among animals as a metaphor for societal darkness due to the war, and Deeply Saddened by the National Crisis, a representation of the brutality of war. Gao adapted his brushwork to the changing times. Chen Jinzhang recalled the days when Principal Gao Jianfu conducted their art classes. frequently emphasizing the importance of engaging deeply with life.
有个老师啊，教番鸟画的，他就拿那个笔录标本啊，那个标本笔录给我们画。高建富老师啊，教授就进来，他说你这个笔录啊是给你们参考的，应该你想想你头脑里面那些笔录，在中国画没有人画洗的东西的。
In school, Chen Jinzhang not only received guidance from Gao Jianfu, but also from Guan Shanyue and Li Xiongcai, two of the second-generation inheritors of the Lingnan tradition. They didn't advocate a strict adherence to any particular style. Instead, these two mentors encouraged their students to study the works of ancient masters while also expressing their personal reflections on life.
关山月，李雄才老师教我们的时候，他说我们不是教你什么画派，是教你怎么样到生活中去认识生活是非常重要的。没有生活，你什么都不懂的。
Chen Jinzhang graduated in 1956 and became Professor Li Xiongcai's assistant in school. During their journey to Mount Huangshan, Li suggested that Chen focus on a single stone or tree instead of creating a panoramic landscape painting. This is how this piece, Daybreak, started. It marked Chen Jinzhang's first attempt at intricate brush and ink landscape painting. From then on, he embarked on the journey of mastering meticulous brushwork landscapes. The decades he spent on plein air sketching resulted in the accumulation of thousands of drafts.
我到那个地方呢，住了10多天，住在那里慢慢看，看都懂了才画画。研究生很喜欢到处跑的，我就讲不跑。就在这里，就在我住多久，你就住多久，对那个地方有所认识，才能画。
This ocean-themed painting was created in 1980. Chen employed delicate lines to portray surging waves, utilizing various colors and compositional techniques to capture the grandeur of the sea.
我感到那个海水冲的那个海浪涨潮时候非常好看的，我就画了这样的画。
Although this work garnered the first prize at the Guangdong Provincial Art Exhibition and attracted the interest of the Guangdong Provincial Art Gallery, Chen Jinzhang was not satisfied.
西洋东西太多了，中国东西少了。画完以后还有这样画的不中不西的。
This dissatisfaction led Chen to feel an overpowering surge to recreate the painting in the following decade. The spark of inspiration was ignited when he encountered Chairman Mao Zedong's poem about the waves in Beidaihe.
毛主席讲北浪滔天，滕王岛外打渔船，我按照北浪滔天这个感受去画，一笔一笔画出来的。那个浪呢，怎么转？这个水从这里流下来，这就是上面那个，这个是上面那个水流下来的，就水有源流，就是这个道理了。
Chen Jinzhang's dedication to capturing nature's essence was unwavering. He often revisited his works, striving for perfection. In 1980, he led students on a 59-day plein-air expedition to the humid and mosquito-infested tropical rainforest of Jianfengling in Hainan Island. Many students couldn't endure the conditions and left early, but Chen Jinzhang persisted and created a work called Southern Forest. This artwork was selected for the 6th National Art Exhibition. Yet Chen Jinzhang was again unsatisfied with his painting. He further refined the piece, adjusting its structure and colors.
那要么是6、7双画不了很多东西，后来我都画了8、9双，加大它森林那个感觉画出来，基本上是2样式这双画。一看见画，就可以想到森林那种幽深、那种清静、静的让人怕的那种感觉。这样画呢，构图啊一定有整体，绝对不能拉散。拉散呢，它没有那种幽深的感觉，整个就是一团。
Due to its innovative composition, rich palette, and intricate brushwork, the painting Southern Forest was later collected by the National Art Museum of China. Chen Jinzhang's dedication was also evident in his teaching.
不错，这样不错的。然后这里不错。然后这样，然后这样画也不错。他的整个气息能够控制的比较好，应该突出的，应该虚的，他控制的比较好。
One of Chen Jinzhang's students, Li Jingkun, now the vice chairman of the China Artists Association, recalls their time together. What strikes him the most was Chen Jinzhang's unwavering commitment to his art.
他写生呢，一般是从早上他就坐下来画一张，画完就说走，又下一个。就尽管是下雨啊、晒啊、蚊子咬啊，都要逛到天晚才回到宿舍。
During his breaks from teaching at school, Chen Jinzhang embarked on journeys with his students, sketching in various locales. He encouraged them to innovate rather than merely replicate his work. Chen especially recalled their trip to the Three Gorges in Hubei province. They traced the path of Tang Dynasty poet Li Bai's famous line, "A journey of 1,000 miles on the Yangtze River is completed in a single day."
我到了钱江啊，在宜昌下船，我就不洗澡，坐些小船，今天到这里，过了住几天，明天到哪里要到对面住几天，后天又过几天要做，就是这样去画了1个月，才到了万象。
From these experiences, Chen Jinzhang eventually painted a monumental scroll spanning 12 meters, capturing the breathtaking panorama of the Three Gorges along the Yangtze River. The artwork starts by depicting the lush sandbanks seamlessly merging with the river water, followed by an expansive view of fields and villages. As one journeys downstream, mountains on both sides stretch to the sky, veiling the sun and creating a scene of pure vitality and flourishing beauty. Peaks and valleys transform with each twist and turn. The composition concludes with ethereal clouds and mist, leaving a lingering and tranquil impression. Chen Jinzhang had a strong attachment to this piece, and it garnered much admiration from his mentors Guan Shanyue and Li Xiongcai. From then on, Chen Jinzhang experienced an important leap in his use of brushwork and ink. The hallmark of his art lies in the juxtaposition of the robust and solemn portrayal of mountains with the graceful and dynamic use of light ink. He excelled at creating a poetic atmosphere. Years of practice endowed him with a unique mastery of rendering clouds and mist.
首先呢，要把山画好，画到山脚呢，慢慢就流淡，把这个云雾的初步效果流出来，让这个云呢流北当中呢还有的小云在里面滚动， 就有慢慢画的，不能急的。
Creating a single piece often takes Chen Jinzhang several months of painstaking refinement. He typically works in the quiet moments of the early morning, pauses around noon, revisits his work in the afternoon, and continues to think and create. Through this iterative process, the mountains, rocks, and trees in his brushwork inevitably embody a sense of having weathered the ages and traversed both time and space.
这棵树啊，是广东高州公园一棵1300多年的荔枝树，是唐代的。因为高力士啊，他就为了杨贵妃啊，种这种树，有那边树都枯死了，就是还在长，它很长荔枝啊。这棵树呢，为什么我不用杨树呢？全用水木呢？因为它时间太长了，所以我就全部用水木的话，表达它那种时间长还没有枯死的感觉。
Chen Jinzhang marvels at nature's craftsmanship and the vitality of plants. His awe for the natural world has fueled his artistic journey, driving him to venture outdoors and keep on creating, even in his 90s. In 2023, Chen Jinzhang donated over 100 of his representative works to the Guangzhou Cultural Center. This collection formed the foundation of the Chen Jinzhang Art Museum, a permanent display of his artistic legacy.
作品啊，是我立身之本。我退休以后，就全部投入创作。创作了一批，全部全部送出去，全部送出去，送给国家。我希望啊，在文化事业当中，在美术事业当中发挥点作用。
The Chen Jinzhang Art Museum has become a popular destination, attracting visitors from all around. For Chen, each piece is a reflection of his life, encapsulating his experiences, observations, and appreciation for the beauty of life and nature.
风雨夜千年，我是到了海南岛霸王岭，长了1000多年的树，所以我就把它画下来了。叫风雨夜千年，就是我意思了。
今天我来看了陈金章教授，他这个《山河颂》这个画展，我可以用3个字来概括，一个是高，一个是精，一个是大。
这批作品确确实实是把他的最精品拿出来，从他的作品的创作，到他对历史的传承，到对生活的写照，能够把大自然的那种语言能够融化到他自己的笔墨当中。我觉得这一点陈金章老师做得非常好。
Armed with a solid foundation in sketching from life and a unique artistic philosophy, Chen Jinzhang's paintings are more than just static images. They are dialogues of the soul, conveying insights into nature, life, and humanity. Li Qiong, CGTN.